Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Charleane and we are going to be doing my July favourites. July, man, it's gone so quick, hasn't it, this year? Next thing you know, it'll be Christmas and it'll all back to the new year, then 2020 again, then we're right back to you know, next July. But yeah, first of all, I've got some brush favourites this week because I love myself some good makeup brushes, you know. I just love to. So the first makeup brush that I love is the JACLYN, the MORPHE X JACLYN Hill 01 brush, which is just a big powder brush. This is a soft, it's got product on them, sorry, I just had to touch up because I got really oily, like really oily. So this is a big fluffy powder brush. There is some product on there as well, but it's so soft. It just blends out. If you do a contour harshly and you want to blend it out and your contour brush is not doing it, go over with your powder brush and just blend it out and it'll just blend it flawlessly. I love it how big it is because you can just do the whole of your face and just like blend it down and do your forehead and do whatever you want to do. But this is just a great brush to use. I just love it. It's just a really nice brush. Next brush is the MORPHE X JACLYN Hill 03 brush. Now this is the Ride or Die foundation brush. I did my foundation with this one today and I do like it. This is kind of the brush where I have to wash because it is really dirty, but I love it because it's like really nice and firm, but it's got some softness to it. But it doesn't get, this foundation doesn't give me any streaks. So some foundation brushes, they sometimes give you streaks. The one that I do have get streaks from is this one. As you see, they're very different. This one's very like poofy, this one's very like straight cut and just a flat. But what I do like about this is a little bit round on, this is a little bit curved on top, so that is good. This one is completely flat and I do like this brush as well. When I do apply, it does go streaky, but I just tap it in and it works a treat as well, so I do like that brush. But this brush is just my new favourite. I love it because it has got a curve on there, like it's really curved. I just love it. It just blends it out, doesn't give me any streaks, and you just get a very good flawless base with it. Next is this brush. This brush is the JACLYN MORPHE X JACLYN J10, which is Snatch Your Edges brush. I use this for contouring my nose. I absolutely love it for contouring my nose. It is nice and small. What I do like about it is that it gets right onto my nose and it can just go down, gets right onto my nose, and I can just do that. And this is so good. It is a very nice brush. It's got a thin tip, so it is kind of small. It's not chunky. It's padded out a bit, but it's not chunky. It's small and goes right into the edge of your nose and just do your contour with your nose. This is good to do in your jawline as well if you want such precision or like to carve out your cheeks, which you can do with this one as well. I just love it for my nose because it is really good, and I love the way I've been doing my nose as well. I put my powder on with this, then I blend it out with my beauty sponge, and it just gives the most gorgeous nose contour ever. I just love it. Next brush is the MORPHE X JACLYN Hill JH43, which is the eyeliner smudge brush. This is a thin brush, very thin. I love it though. Love it for when I pack if I want a colour that I want to really kind of pack onto my lower lash line, like pack it on, or just create a thin line so I don't want it too much blend out. This is good. You just put some product on there and you just put it onto there, stamp it on, and it works. You can use this to smudge your eyeliner out as well. If you're using like an eyeliner that's black or something like that, you can use it to smudge this out. You can do an eyeliner if you want to. Anywhere else you can do it. You could do your nose contour if you don't want the big brush. You can do it for nose contour. But I do like this brush for underneath my eyes because I can just stamp it underneath my eyes and it just works out a treat. Now the next one I've got, it's not a brush, it's a sponge, and this is the Real Technique sponge. I love this. I have to give it a wash because it is dirty, but I do like it. I love applying sponges out, foundation out with a sponge. I do love it more with a brush because you get more coverage. But with a sponge, you do get more coverage, but it soaks, some products, the sponge soaks up, which I wish I did a sponge where it doesn't soak any product up. Doesn't, and it just lays on top of it, that's it. And I feel like this doesn't do that. This just soaks up a little bit of the product, but I still like it. I still love it. I love it for underneath my eyes as well. I love it just to blend out. If I put my foundation on with a brush and I find it too heavy, I'll go on with a damp beauty sponge, really damp, because if you make it too wet, you'll remove your foundation. So just get it really damp, wring it out, and then do that, and then it'll just smooth over and make your foundation flawless. You can even apply highlighters on there, just put it up there and it just gives you nice highlighting. But this is a great sponge. But yeah, I do like it. The next one is a pair of eyelash curlers. I've been using these a lot. And these are the Masked MASQD eyelash curlers. These are the best eyelash curlers I've ever had. I had like cheap ones. I had like ones from a magazine. This outdoes them all. I got this from Boots. MASQD Masked, I think it's called, how you pronounce it. But I do love it. It's just really good. It curls your eyelashes. It makes them really good. It makes them volumized. It makes them it just makes them really curly, which I do love. Next is a primer, and the primer I've got is the Revolution Super Extract Antioxidant Serum and Primer. This is it. Leaves your skin glowy, tacky, smells gorgeous. Is a good primer. If you want a primer that leaves your skin tacky and you want something to stick to your foundation, this is it. I've had this makeup on for about, since 11 o'clock in the morning. As I told you, it's nearly 7 o'clock, like 6:49 and it's nearly 7 o'clock. So my makeup does last because I do set it. I do make sure it's set, and I love the way my makeup has lasted. I have got a little bit oily, there's a downside, but I do like this primer. It's very good. And it's Revolution, so that's a good thing. And it's vegan and cruelty free. Another product is a setting spray. It's a Hyaluronic Fix Hydrating Pumping Makeup Set Fixing Spray. I've had this on. It's 100ml. I believe it's vegan and cruelty free. Yeah, it's vegan and cruelty free, and this is really good. You spray it on and it hydrates your face and it plumps it up to make sure your makeup stays. This holds your makeup on. Next is 2 foundations. These are the foundations I used. No, these are not the 2 foundations I used today. I use this foundation today. I do love mixing the concealer and define full coverage foundation with other foundations, because some foundations don't have the full coverage that this does. I use it on its own as well. All around, I love the foundation. I wasn't a big fan of it first of all, but now my skin texture has changed. Like, now my skin texture has changed and it's become a bit more oily than that molder. I absolutely love it. So this is a product really good. So if you want to try it out, try it out. It doesn't work for all skin tones. Like, if you buy it and it doesn't feel it works with your face, mix it in with another foundation that is not full coverage, and it'll be amazing. This one is the L'Oreal Stay Fresh Foundation 24-Hour L'Oreal Paris. This is really good. I do mix it on its own. It's really good. It gives you a flawless, no transfer, visible imperfections, no dry it, and no mask effect. This doesn't have a mask effect. It doesn't feel like mask on your face. It doesn't cake in your face. It's just really good. First palette. JACLYN Hill palette by MORPHE. I have created this eye look, except from the yellow band you see, with these shades right here. I love them. They blend up really nice. They're very pigmented. I just love them all together. They just blend up very nice. They're very pigmented. I just love them. They are such very nice colours. I do love the shimmers. This shimmer particularly I love because it's like a pinky. It's a duochrome pinky gold. And it is very, very nice. It's like a duochrome pinky gold. Can you see that? Like the duochrome pinky gold. It is beautiful. I love that so much. The shimmers are very nice. They're very soft. They go pigmented. The matte eyeshadows are very nice. They're soft. They blend out so well. They are so pigmented as well. So yeah, if you are still having doubts about JACLYN Hill and MORPHE, don't. It's the best. And I know you're saying that, you're just saying it, but I actually do use that. Next, palettes. Leary palettes. I love them both. I love them both. I love them so much. The shade Get It Poppin' in here though. Oh my god. That is a shade Get It Poppin'. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. It's just, I just love them. I love the eyeshadows. This is the small one, which you can do. You can take this for traveling. It's so good for traveling. I just love it. The blendability is so good. I put caramel slice on today for like a little bronzy moment. And I use Sunkissed for a little pinky moment on my cheeks. And I use Get It Poppin' for this highlighter. Right here, Get It Poppin'. And it's such a beautiful palette. I do love it. I do use it. This one is such a really good one. This one's really good as well. The shades are unbelievable. The highlighters, man, though. The highlighters are so perfect. This one is Glazed, Ultimate Goddess, and Aphrodite. Look at them highlighters. These are the highlighters. They are so, look at that pink highlighter. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. That pink highlighter is so good. They are so blinding highlights. If you want to try the highlighters, try the ones from Rachel Liz because they're good. But all the colours in here are so good. Like, look at this shade here. This is called Paradise. Paradise is beautiful. Boy Bye is beautiful. And Fantastic, which is a matte, is beautiful. They're pigmented, they are soft. I will leave my first impressions up in the corner because I did the first impressions of each of these palettes. They are so pigmented, they are so nice and creamy. The blendability is so good, I love it. So these are my favourites. I hope you do like this video. If you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe as well, and I'll see you in my next video.